you what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car.
Well, everyone, we're getting ready to show you the fish fry video. But first, inquiring minds want to know what you thought of the beef stew with the cranberries.
Well,
they know I was not a fan.
The beef and the cranberries, it was tender. I mean, it was a tender stew beef.
It was like it had cooked in a crock pot all night.
But when I eat stew beef, I want savory, not sweet. And so it was sweet, and so therefore I was not a fan of it. What she didn't realize was I made me a bowl when she wasn't around. I doused it with a little Texas Pete, trying to spice
cut
it
the
up.
Sweetness.
Yeah, cut the sweetness a little bit.
And
yeah, I mean, it's if I was at somebody's house and they fixed it, I'd eat it and I would enjoy it. But it's something she doesn't have to make again.
That's one of those. Y'all ask me all the time, does he like everything I make? Well, here's a great response. When he says it was good, but you don't have to make it again, that means he didn't like it. So, and I didn't. I wasn't a fan either. So anyway, if you missed that video, go back and check it out. It's 2 recipes from the back of packages or something like that. So, all right, I'll see you in just a little bit with the fish fry. Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Leslie and I say welcome. You're in my kitchen down on the farm. Let me tell you, if you missed Tuesday's video, go back and watch it because we had the best day ever out on the lake doing some catfishing. And so tonight, that's what we're doing, is we're cooking up some catfish. We're going to have a little bit of a small fish fry. It's just me, Bryant, and maybe Isaac. Not even sure if Isaac's going to make it. So it's just 2 of us. So everything's going to be on a smaller scale tonight, and I'm saving the rest for a big fish fry. But I wanted to make a little for you pretty quick after we went fishing. So, all right. First thing I'm going to do is make slaw. So let me grab my cabbage. I'll bring you back in just a little bit. I make it super simple, super duper simple. Okay, everyone, I removed the outer leaves and I'm just cutting off a couple of chunks because we don't need a lot tonight. And I'll just put this cabbage back in the refrigerator and we will keep it for another use. We can either fry some cabbage or we can make more coleslaw. Now, I like to give mine an initial chop before I actually chop it. So I like to get mine fairly small before I actually chop it down even finer. And I actually like to chop it in a plastic bowl, but I'm not today. I'm going to go ahead and just chop it in the bowl I'm going to keep it in. And I put a little bit in at a time. And this is what I use to chop it. Now you can use the graters and stuff, but to me this is easier. It's easier to clean up. And I just go through and chop like this. So I'm going to chop all this, get the rest of this cut up and chopped, and I'll meet you back and I'll show you how easy I make slaw. Like there's 5 ingredients, and some of them are those freebie ingredients like salt and so hold on, I'll be right back. So I'm not even going to use this. I don't want to make so much that it goes bad. I want to just have enough for supper tonight, and this is plenty. So I'm going to put a lid on it real quick just till I get all my other ingredients out, and I'll meet you back right here. Okay, so here is where I'm not giving any measurements because this is all on taste. I'm just going to show you what I put in it. I'm going to do a sprinkle of salt. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm going to put a spoonful of mayonnaise, a couple spoons. Let me, I'm going to leave that one for the mayonnaise and get something to stir with. And we'll see. If you like a really super wet, you're going to want to add more mayonnaise. I also add a splash of milk. I didn't count that in my ingredients, but at the end I also give a little bit of a splash of milk. And that salt, just a little bit of salt, I didn't put much at all, helps break out the juices as well. So I'm going to put some black pepper. I like a lot of black pepper in mine. All right. Now I'm going to put in about half a teaspoon or half a capful of apple cider vinegar. Now Bryant's family, their family liked their slaw super tangy. I like a sweet slaw. So I add plenty of sugar. So that's what I'm going to add now. Okay, I'm going to start with a tablespoon, maybe not even a full tablespoon. Let's go with half a tablespoon. And we'll stir that around. Let it sit for just a minute. Let me grab a little bit of onion powder would be good, but I was totally out of onion powder, but if you had some, that would be really good in here. I don't prefer garlic. I would rather have onion powder. All right, so I'm going to take that spoon and we're going to give it a taste. That's pretty close to perfect. I'm going to just add the rest of that sugar. Hold on, Bryant's phone's ringing. The next step I was going to share with you is totally optional, and sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't. And well, today I'm not doing it because I don't have any. Is adding just a splash, maybe just the cap full of milk, just a splash full of milk. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I guess today is I'm not going to because I don't have any. So, all right, let me clean all this up and I'll bring you back for whatever we do next. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is we're going to batter this fish in a house saltry, which is a store-bought. Let me show you. I just bought a small pack. We're going to use this. And then in another batter, we're going to try just something I'm going to throw together. And we're going to see which one we like best. So I'm going to put the slaw in the refrigerator. We're going to do a few French fries and a few hush puppies. And so yeah. So it's just a waiting time now. So I'll see you back when it's time to get to frying some fish. All right, here is the beautiful, we just cut them up into like strips or nuggets or just chunks. And oh my goodness, is that not the most beautiful white looking fish? And all I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to pour a little bit of buttermilk on it while I get my seasonings. Just a little bit. I'm not going to put a lot. And I'm just going to take my hand and squish it around a little bit. All right. So Bryant just called. I had planned on Isaac being here, but Bryant called and we've got some things come up that we're going to have to go take care of. So Isaac will have to eat leftovers. And let me tell you, hang on, let me wash my hands and I'll come back and tell you. Before I tell you, I'm going to show you what else I'm going to put in here. Just a drop or two of hot sauce, not much. Now, if you like it spicier, by all means, add a lot more. But that's not going to do anything but just give it a little bit of flavor. It won't give it much heat. But if you like heat, which Bryant does not, I do, but Bryant does not. If you like heat, you can definitely add more than what I did. Now, let me tell you, since Isaac's not going to be here, he's going to get leftovers. I do not like fish leftovers for the most part. But if you have an air fryer, put your leftover fish. If you go out to eat at a fish house, bring that fish home if you don't eat it all, and put it in your air fryer. Yes, it's going to smell up everything, but it's going to be delicious, and it's just like you got it at the restaurant. Okay, I'm going to set this aside while we put our batters or our crust together. So this video is going to be much like a dash and go. I had no idea this video was going to be asked. I was going to need to have supper ready so fast. So I'm not prepared. So we're just winging it. And y'all are in the real life of the farm and pastor's wife right now. Yeah, he's just walked in. He's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. Okay. So here we have our house altar. We're going to put it in this one. I'm not going to use all of it. And over here in ours, in mine, let me wipe that pan out. There we go. We're going to go in with some self-rising flour. And we're going to go in with your cornbread mix, not the Jiffy, not the sweet cornbread mix, but like the self-rising cornbread mix. You can get White Lily. I'm actually going to go in with everything I got there. All right. So most of our seasonings are in the house altar, so I'm not going to season that up with anything. But over here in mine, I am going to put some black pepper. And I may put a little black pepper in the house altar one. All right. And I'm going to put in some seasoning salt. All right. And I'm just going to take a whisk. And we're going to whisk that around. I'm going to turn my oil on over here. I've got several things on, so if you hear things running, my oven has a fan that runs, so it is going. But for the French fries, the air fryer is going for the hush puppies. All right. So we're going to go over here, and I'll meet you over at the grease as soon as it gets hot. Okay, our grease is almost at 350, so I'm going to take one of these Catfish pieces and just roll it around here in the house altar. And then where my fingers are a little wet, I want to see if it bubbles any, and it does. So I'm going to get several of these breaded before we start. And I'm shaking off any excess buttermilk. I don't want a lot of buttermilk on it. I just wanted it to wet it and to kind of flavor it just a little bit. And so house altar is going in first. And I'm just easily laying them down in there. Some are flatter than others. I'm going to turn my grease down just a little bit. Because if you know anything about cooking fish, you can overcook it real easily. So it's a little bit too hot, so I wanted to turn it down. All right, let me wash my fingers and we'll start maybe pulling some out. Fish cooks super quick, especially these little thin pieces. All right, I'm gonna get this piece out. Notice I have a rack over here on top of the paper towels. If you put it right on paper towels, it kind of steams and it loses its crispiness. All right, I'm gonna fix 2 more House Altry. And I'm going to check this one to be sure it's done before I pull any more out. I've turned the grease way down, so it's going to be okay. Oh yeah. It came right out of the bread. That's good. Yeah. Be careful when you're frying fish. The pot is hot. All right, so now I'm going to use my breading. And we're going to do a few of those. Let me get this other House Altry one out. All right. Now remember, fish doesn't take long, but you do want to check it and make sure it is done. I need to turn my grease back up a little bit, I think. All right. Got 2 more pieces. I'm going to run check something in the air fryer as soon as I get this last piece in here. All right, guys, I'm going to go wash my hands and check the air fryer. All right, everyone, I'm taking the last piece out. I did let the ones with my batter go a little bit longer just because it wasn't browning. And I think I probably could have let these go a little bit longer. Maybe about after they start floating, give them about 4 to 5 minutes, depending on the thickness of it. But we're ready for the taste test. Here is Bryant's plate. Let's get him over here. He's got 2 of the House Autry and 2 of mine. Now, normally I use a lot more cornmeal, but I just finished what little bit I had. So, all right, here he comes. Let me grab him a fork. And he's going to let us know which batter he likes better. It won't hurt my feelings if he doesn't like mine. We're just doing a trial.
Here we go. Y'all ready?
Hush Puppy's got a little done in the air fryer.
Mm-hmm. I like the fries.
French fries are good. Or they look good. I hadn't tasted them.
They're really good. What kind are they?
Well, they come from Idaho.
Uh-huh.
And I put seasoning salt on them and baked them in the oven.
What
That's the brand it
don't
says.
come from Idaho.
Well, I don't know.
Okay. All right, which is which?
This is House Autry.
Okay. And this is yours?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to try yours first.
Okay.
Oh, hot.
Hot. See the steam pouring out. I just hope grease didn't squirt out.
No.
I'm going to try it too.
That's really good. That is really, really good. What's in it? That is really good.
That's real good. I put some seasoning salt, black pepper, self-rising flour, and cornmeal. That is good. I'm good.
That dog a hunt right there. This is House Autry?
That's House Autry.
It's excellent too. Could have been cooked a little longer.
Yeah, I took these out a little too soon.
Yeah. Yeah, a little longer.
It wasn't intentional.
The fish is done, but the breading's not
The breading,
finished.
yeah, right. It just didn't kind of get crunchy.
Yeah. But
that's good.
Bet you could put it in an air fryer.
Yeah, I bet it, air fryer would crisp it right up. Slaw.
Either one of those right there.
Here, you wearing it.
I'm sorry. Either one of those breadings are perfect.
Well, that just goes to show you don't have to go buy special breading. You can make your own. Try the slaw.
That's really good. I think we're buying a boat.
I think we are too. And a bunch of fishing rods.
I'm just kidding. I don't have time.
Did y'all see the video? If you didn't watch yesterday, well, it would be Tuesday's video. Go back to Tuesday's video. It's us fishing. I think the thumbnail it says, I think I'm winning. And go watch the video. We had so much fun, especially this girl right here.
The slaw is on it. One bite.
I've already had a bite.
The slaw is delicious. Really good.
What about the hush puppies? I didn't make my own hush puppies. I bought hush puppies, so I did get them. I got them a little done.
Okay. All you need is ketchup.
Ketchup. All right. Well, don't go anywhere because I'm going to be right back. We're going to add some more stuff to this video. We got some cows to check and all kinds of things to do. So don't go anywhere. We're going to go finish eating.
That's true catfish.
It's good.